Butner, certified high performance coach, and this week we have been talking about what do you do when you're not entirely happy with the pace of progress that you've been achieving, or how do you handle the disappointment of going slower than you really want. And today I want to talk about how do we handle setbacks, because in the progress of everything, there's always that curveball, that blindside, that setback, that hiccup, the unexpected that gets in our way. And as Dale Carnegie once famously said, and I'll paraphrase it, but we can't always control what happens to us, but we can control how we react to it. So, sometimes these setbacks can actually help us propel us forward quicker, because then we have to ask for help, or then we have to figure out team, or then we have to figure out another way of doing. So if you've ever been on the path of progress and had something happen that kind of stumbled you, and you couldn't get out of it, or you felt like it completely changed your trajectory, you couldn't get back on track, that's what this video is for. And I say this because there's two instances I think when I think of like setbacks, right? There's like the whole setback a lot of people would say is 2020, where nothing happened the way anyone had planned. And how did that become your identity of this all happened to me, this all happened to my family, this happened to us in the world, and I can't do anything about it. And you got stuck in that feeling of helplessness, of like, I don't control anything in my life, right? And it's okay. Like, if you felt that, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not here to condone that or say that's bad or wrong. Like, I took probably longer than I should. I'm speaking for myself too, that, as last year happened, I kind of got caught up in how it threw in plans for my business, how it changed a couple of things that were happening on, coaching clients and whatnot. And it's kind of like, I can't do anything about this. I should just watch Netflix and just try to cope with everyone. But as a high performer, as a high performance coach, trying to help people reach higher levels of performance in their life, there comes a point where you say, you know what? It doesn't have to be this way. Like, I could be doing more, right? That's a classic high performer phrase. I could be doing more. But maybe how I react to everything going sideways around me could be seen as an opportunity to get more consistent, to start a morning show where I talk to all you. I think I'm over 150 episodes now, which is pretty amazing. So kudos to you folks. You guys are the reason why I do this. But, so that was a cruddy situation that then turned into this opportunity, and something that I actually love. I really do enjoy doing these videos for you. Trying to get better at it so that we can connect more. Hey Dave, what's going on, brother? So that's how something happened in the world that is out of my control, out of our control, but something that switched into something that I think is good, and something that I again enjoy doing. So for you, like, what did you do with that opportunity last year? And if you're like, uh, nothing, like, awesome, like, how, what could you do now differently? Or how could you use this as an opportunity to change, or an opportunity to do things different and maybe start getting more progress again? And if something good also came out for you, I'm cheering you on. That's awesome. We need more of that as we go forward. So, um, you know, the other thing is like, if you've ever been trying to learn a skill, like playing the guitar, doing art, learning how to sing, learning how to cook, there's going to be times when you're trying things and you're going for it, and switch out baking powder with salt, and everything tastes terrible. Not speaking from any experience I've ever had. I've always baked 100% perfectly. Of course, I'm kidding. But it's a funny story, right? You learn not to make that mistake again. And I think too that, knowing how that outcome turns out, if I make that mistake next time, I'm like, why does this taste so funny? It's like, oh, it tastes like that time I messed up like this. So maybe I should pay more attention to what buckets I'm pulling the ingredients out of, right? So just that kind of example in your life, because it's those setbacks that make us, that experience, that feedback that allows us to learn, allows us to grow, and allows us to connect ideas and move forward quicker. So that said, I'll do the obligatory. If you are struggling with a setback that you've been caught up in for too long, go to seanbutler.com/coaching. Fill out the application for a 1-hour strategy session in high performance so we can help you work through that, help you maybe get a little bit different perspective on it, help you react differently to that so that you can get going, get back in your progress, get working on your dreams again, because this is stuff that it seems like it's common sense, but when you're in it, like if you've ever worked on like an English paper in high school and you don't see any of the grammar mistakes, like we do that all the time in our lives, and sometimes you need someone to be like, hey, like how can we maybe tweak this, or hey, do you know you're doing that? There's a lot of the stuff I do in my coaching that people find really helpful. So again, go to seanbutler.com/coaching to fill out the application for the free 1-hour strategy session. I'd love to help you guys out. I love doing these videos. You guys can do this. You guys can get moving forward towards your dreams stronger, more quickly, out there living with more joy, more personal growth, and more impact in your communities. So with that, I'll sign off, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time, same place. Take care.